A social media post claims that the flood relief of 10,000 rupees given to victims of the recent floods in Hyderabad by the state government was actually financed from the 550 crore rupees flood aid released by the central government. We look at disaster management funds in this video and fact check the claim made in the post. The Government of India enacted the Disaster Management Act in 2005, which envisaged the creation of the National Disaster Management Authority or the NDMA, headed by the Prime Minister, and State Disaster Management Authorities or SDMAs, headed by the respective Chief Ministers. This was done to bring about a holistic and integrated approach to disaster management in India. The Act entails the creation of a State Disaster Response Fund or SDRF, which acts as the primary fund available at state government's disposal at the time of disasters. The central government contributes 75% towards the SDRF for general category states and union territories and 90% for special category states and union territories, which includes the northeastern and Himalayan states. The Finance Commission, in its periodic reports, makes recommendations regarding the quantum of SDRF for each state. However, the central government is not obliged to implement these recommendations. For example, the 14th Finance Commission recommended that union and state governments contribute to the SDRF corpus in the ratio of 90 to 10 for all the states, but this was not implemented as the union government decided to continue with the existing 75 to 25 sharing pattern. The union government generally releases funds in two equal installments, and the state governments also transfer their contribution to SDRF in two installments. The central government is obliged to release these funds to SDRFs irrespective of the occurrence of disasters. State governments are entitled to use up to 10% of the funds available in SDRF to provide immediate relief to victims during local disasters that are not notified under the category of disasters by the Ministry of Home Affairs, provided such disasters are notified by the state governments. Since the present disaster management system focuses more on disaster response rather than risk mitigation and preparedness, the 15th Finance Commission recommended the setting up of mitigation funds at both the national and state levels. These are the National and State Disaster Mitigation Funds or NDMF and SDMF. Mitigation funds are to be used for risk aversion at the community level, while response funds will be used for reconstruction and recovery. To achieve this, the Commission recommended allocation of funds in the ratio of 80 to 20 for SDRF and SDMF. And within the 80% allocation of SDRF, 40% is allocated for response and relief, 30% for recovery and reconstruction, and 10% for preparedness and capacity building. The Commission also recommended an outlay of 28,983 crore rupees for SDRMF for the year 2020-21, out of which the centre's share is 22,184 crore rupees. The central government notified COVID-19 as a disaster and permitted state governments to utilize SDRFs to deal with the pandemic. In view of the pandemic, the central government also decided to extend the period of existing guidelines recommended by the 14th Finance Commission for 1 year. These guidelines are subject to recommendations of the 15th Finance Commission regarding funding windows of SDRF and SDMF. Also, the central government has released its share of the first installment of 11,092 crore rupees in advance, out of which Telangana has received 224.5 crore rupees. And as on 3rd November 2020, the central government released the second installment of its share in advance for a few states. Telangana is among these states and received 449 crore rupees. In addition to these statutory transfers, during the time of disasters of severe nature, SDRFs are supplemented through a National Disaster Response Fund or NDRF, provided the SDRF lacks adequate funds. Usually, an interministerial central team visits the disaster-affected state, assesses the severity and magnitude of loss, and submits its report to the central government, based on which the centre may release additional funds through NDRF. A press release from the Home Ministry dated 13th November 2020 states that a high-level committee under the chairmanship of the Union Home Minister has approved additional central assistance under NDRF to 6 states affected by disasters earlier this year. Telangana does not feature in this list. It is possible that such additional assistance may be given to Telangana in the coming months. Even in 2019, when Bihar and Karnataka witnessed floods, the centre provided additional financial assistance of 1,200 crore rupees to Karnataka and approved an advance release of funds for Bihar. West Bengal also received additional assistance after an inter-ministerial central team assessed the loss caused by the 2017 floods in the state. A 5-member central team visited Hyderabad on 22nd October 2020 to assess the magnitude of loss caused by the recent heavy rains and flash floods. The Telangana government projected an estimated loss of 9,400 crore rupees. Out of this, GHMC accounts for loss of 567 crore rupees. The central government will take a call on the release of additional assistance based on the report submitted by the central team, but at the time of recording this video, no additional funds have been released. So contrary to the claim made in the post, the central government has released 449 crore rupees to Telangana as part of its share of SDRMF, which is a statutory obligation and is not related to the additional assistance for floods, making this post misleading. When you come across a piece of news that seems too ridiculous to be true, don't leave things to doubt. Run searches on Google and Yandex and weigh out the true and false of the situation for yourself by looking at the facts. But first of all, before you hit that forward button, pause.